I've been having a problem listening to this the whole time from you, sir, because you've said about 16 times, I made a complete stop.
Correct.
And the fact that you have said so many times to the police, to us, but I came to a complete stop, tells me that you're not really understanding what your obligations were at the stop sign. Because you can come to an absolute complete stop. Heck, you can count to 3 and then proceed and still be at fault for an accident in the intersection. So what did you do other than coming to a complete stop?
Went to a complete stop, car next to me, complete stop. We both progressed through the intersection. I'm going the flow of traffic, going straight.
Okay, so you just went forward because the other guy did.
Correct.
Well, the problem is you're kind of piggybacking on what it appears was the SUV's mistake. Like the SUV realized that it had done essentially what you did, which was come to a complete stop, maybe he's yakking with his friends, and proceed into the intersection, not doing anything else that he's obligated to do, like check to see if there's another car in the intersection.
Right.
He apparently realized his mistake and slammed on his brakes. And the problem was you weren't able to slam on your brakes.
Couldn't see the car right. I mean, I attempted to, but this part was, I couldn't see.
So if you can't see, it is your fault for entering the intersection without the ability to ensure that it is safe.
Of course.
Okay. Do you have any medical records? Because obviously you needed stitches, you needed a lot of imaging. Do you have any medical records reflecting the longer-term damage?
You can see here the screenshots, I think page 19 here. So I was a D1 athlete. I played at Long Beach State men's volleyball. I actually tore my ACL and MCL in my left knee years ago. So when I had this incident happen on my right knee, I knew exactly what was going on. Thankfully, it wasn't torn, but it was strained. And unfortunately, with a strain, that can still last several years.
Tell us what impact it's had on you since the accident.
Well, right when it happened, I had to take 3 days off of work. With my job, it's commission-based, so I had to take, this happened Thursday night, I believe. So I had to take off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was on crutches for several weeks.
The pain to the leg and the injury to the foot lasted quite some time.
So yeah, stitches left ankle, right thigh, right knee.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this up to my colleagues.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Is this a photograph of where you stopped after the collision occurred, okay? How fast were you going?
I would say a couple miles an hour at best, because I felt apprehensive about not being able to see to the right. I went very slowly.
What is this a photograph? Is that a dent on
Yeah, that's the fender kind of dented up. They can't repair that fender. They have to buy a whole new fender.
That's your front passenger side.
That's correct.
And Mr. Schroeder, is this a photograph of your e-bike?
Correct.
How fast were you going?
I mean, well, I stopped at the stop sign, and then I clicked accelerated to go straight, and it's an electric bike, so you kind of just go from stop to, you know, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, do you control the speed by how
It's
you
just like kind of like an
twist the
electric
handles?
scooter in a sense, but it's an electric bike.
But this is important. The collision was rather substantial.
Right.
It seems that your injuries occurred from your momentum, not so much from the plaintiff's momentum.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Any other questions?
No. No.
All right, we'll excuse you while we deliberate in this case. All right, we've arrived at a verdict. It's unanimous. Let me first make clear our sympathies are on your side of the table, young man. I think the injuries that occurred to you were debilitating. We certainly feel for you. And your insensitivity, Mr. Hoffman, to those injuries caused us to really look very carefully at whether or not that attitude may very well have contributed in some way to this accident. But we didn't find it, fortunately for you. Unfortunately, Mr. Schroeder, the law imposes upon you an obligation to make sure you could see that there was no other car coming, making a turn. That's the right of way. That's why the officer said what he said, that the accident was caused by your failure to see the plaintiff who was in the intersection before you. So the verdict is in favor of Mr. Hoffman, the plaintiff, for $2,846. And unfortunately, your cross-complaint is dismissed.